Welcome to iBroadcast, a unique project that challenges students to develop their filmmaking, interviewing and presentation and delivery skills whilst exploring a variety of topics. iBroadcast has a rich history, having previously produced projects with Swansea University based around the Swansea University Varsity and the award-winning Swansea University Centenary Project. Each iBroadcast is unique, offering a fresh perspective on the task at hand, and this one is no different. Following a series of masterclasses led by experts in the field, students are encouraged to push their creative boundaries and experiment with different techniques, resulting in thought-provoking and visually stunning pieces. Join us as we delve into the world of iBroadcast and celebrate the hard work and creativity of the students. In this year's iBroadcast, we focus on Swansea University's charity Discovery, which encourages students to get involved in volunteering within the community, including working in community gardens, visiting care homes, and much, much more. Discovery has asked us to help improve their social media presence in the hope of finding even more volunteers to join the group and help make a difference in the community, as well as source more funding to enable them to continue their amazing work. Through this iBroadcast, students will have the opportunity to showcase their talents, helping a very worthy cause along the way. It's a chance to use their skills to create content that will raise awareness for Discovery's mission and inspire others to get involved. We'll follow the students as they work with Discovery to create engaging and informative content for social media platforms, all with the goal of helping Discovery find more volunteers and make an even greater impact in the community. Here is the Discovery iBroadcast project. Hi, I'm Sean Holly, working on the iBroadcast project in collaboration with Aspire to be here at Swansea University and the Swansea Employment Academy. What are we doing? Well, we're doing a broadcast skills program for the students of Swansea University, those interested in gaining more broadcasting and media skills. And we're doing it for Discovery, a volunteer charity led by students who volunteer within the Swansea community to help the aged, those with disabilities, asylum seekers, a whole raft of volunteer purposes. Day one has been completed, where the students have gone through masterclasses in presenting skills and interviewing skills, where they've done pieces to camera and they've interviewed each other. They've also gleaned lots and lots of information about social media platforms. Why? Well, because this project is significant for Discovery in developing new campaigns across TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and LinkedIn. Tune in for a wrap-up of day 2, where we'll find out just how the students are getting on with this iBroadcast project. So that's the end of day 2 of this fantastic iBroadcast with Swansea University and the Discovery charity, which is based here at the Singleton campus in Swansea University. What did the students get up to on day 2? Well, they had an inspirational talk from Sian Davis, the head of marketing at the Discovery charity, with lots of insight into what they do in terms of recruiting new volunteers and gaining funding so the students can volunteer to help the local community here in Swansea. They were then charged with a bit of a board meeting to get into groups to cover across social media platforms such as Twitter and Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and of course TikTok. And now those groups are hard at work sort of planning and compiling the campaigns that they're going to deliver to Discovery at the end of this iBroadcast project. Stay tuned to find out just how the students got on. So that's the end of day 3 of this iBroadcast with Swansea University Employability Academy, based around the social media platforms for the Discovery Volunteer charity based here at Swansea University. So all the students now have their tasks. They've each got a social media platform to go and research and compile some posts of their very own in aid of Discovery. And so it's time now for the students to really get stuck in. They're off around the campus arranging interviews, doing some videos, and just utilising all the skills that they've had through the masterclasses at this year's iBroadcast. So day 4 of the iBroadcast is done. All of the students have done the majority of the work compiling their posts on their various social media platforms for Discovery, the volunteer charity based here at Swansea University. Today has been about editing, finishing off some interviews that they'd arranged, and just basically planning now for the big showcase event where each group will present to some dignitaries from Aspire to Be from the Swansea University and some various outside marketing agencies to promote themselves, the whole idea of iBroadcast. So they're a little bit nervous about that, but looking at some of their posts and their plans, it should be a great showcase to finalise what has been an awesome Aspire to Be iBroadcast. Are you ready? I'd like to welcome this year's iBroadcast group, the TikTok group.
Thank you very much, and hello everybody. So we are the TikTok group, and we're going to be taking you through our TikTok takeover for Discovery, walking you through how we created content for Discovery on TikTok to engage with new and returning students.
I've just written note after note after note, like the intonation in your voice, but the branding's on point. Your market research is clear and evident. Everything you did there was a reason behind every decision you made, and what on face value looks like a really simple video, your reasoning behind it to tell that story or whatever it is you're trying to do is like really, really impressive. You've utilised a skill set across your group. But my question to you would be, after all that, what do you think the biggest thing that you will take away from this project would be?
It's quite how much goes into producing short videos. You know, you watch them on TikTok and you think, oh, they're just done in an afternoon. But firsthand, you know, seeing all the aspects that go into it, setting up microphone, it took us, I think, 2-3 goes for the employability one because the microphone was too close or too far away, you can hear anything. So first learning about how to do it, then actually applying it. I really respect and understand content creators now, and also now understand more planning that has to go into it, and understand you set an idea, you execute the idea, and then you must do the post planning and edit. So I really, the content creation of it all is what I'm going to take away from it.
I went into it, I'm an English student, and so I didn't really know how much I was going to be able to contribute other than adding captions and snappy words to say, but I actually ended up getting my hands like really into it, and I edited almost every video that's on there, which was crazy. Like I don't know where that came from. I just started and I picked it up, and I think that was just I learned all about that, and I think it's actually really something that I enjoy and I will keep in mind in the future.
And stuff, but it's reinforced my belief that if you get along with the group quite well, work comes pretty easily. We in the first few days we sorted out a basic action plan, and even though we all had the stress of getting essays and exams, once we knew what we were doing, it wasn't unbelievably stressful to get it all done.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
You blow me away. It was fantastic, and I think, you know, for us oldies in the room, you know, who have to be involved in social media, certainly TikTok is almost something that you are a little bit afraid of, you know, because you don't know about it. And I think, as well as the presentation, and thanks for your questions and feedback, I think just the depth of knowledge with regards to that platform, the way you've gone about, right, this is what's on trend, this is what's required, and incorporated discovery in that has been fantastic. And now we have the LinkedIn group. I think we're all clearly seeing now the differences in platforms. So here now LinkedIn, obviously a much more sort of corporate, professional, business-like platform. What is interesting for me, before we take questions, is that this group has gone to the extent where they've even suggested a new front page and graphic and strapline for a story discovery. So to have the sort of ingenuity, the thought to go that far to suggest on behalf of Discovery is amazing, isn't it? You know.
You clearly did such a deep dive into it, but I mean, as someone it's being used increasingly now as a tool. It's certainly something that we engage with a lot more than we did before. But I just wondered, had you ever really had much to do with it before? You know, do you look your lecturers up, or do you look at potential employers? Are you using LinkedIn as a...
I set up a LinkedIn account shortly after starting commencing my course at uni for this very reason, to develop a portfolio, acquire professional contacts, and to sell myself, really. And there were things we weren't aware of, or I wasn't anyway. For example, the element of the algorithm and when the best time to post content is. I wasn't aware of that until we did our research into it.
I was already a LinkedIn addict, so I think from the start, wasn't it? That's just the first thing I think I should have said to Sean was, I love LinkedIn. So yeah, I think it was a big part of me, and we all worked together in a team, like right at the start before we even started putting the campaign together, and we kind of clicked as a team. There was like already, we started to fall into roles.
I think anyone in this room who does marketing day to day gets the difference, but you emphasise that, you know, there are hacks in LinkedIn, how to work the algorithms. That totally, for me, was like they know how to run this. Like they've really done their research and they know that the link in the comments is gonna rank your post up rather than if it's in the comment. Those kind of trickeries, and that is actually going to really make the discovery get noticed way more when you're actually navigating that platform in the right way.
Yeah.
So I was really impressed by not just the content, but the, like I say, strategic mind that's gone into this and the mapping out of how a system actually works, like the technology side of it. So well done.
Well done to the LinkedIn group, Obviously their time has been difficult because of exams and deadlines and other work and interviews and so on. So credit to you three guys who have managed to pull this together. Arguably they had the most difficult because they had two sort of platforms to deal with, right? They took it upon themselves through Twitter and Facebook, which I think of them all are the oldest platforms, aren't they? They've been the most established. So a tough job, right? The Twitter and Facebook group. And last but certainly not least, they've been waiting patiently, we've got our Instagram group.
Hi, I'm Danny. I study English literature, but I did the media broadcast. I had a whale of a time. I've met some amazing people. The presentation masterclasses were amazing. So much goes into it that you don't actually know about. What I've taken away, I would say confidence, but I think I was alright with that to begin with. So definitely respect for all the behind the scenes works. And it was amazing having people like Craig and Joe and Sean telling us and showing us firsthand what we can do. And I would just say, do it, because I've had a whale of time. And I've met some cool people.
This experience of iBroadcast has been thoroughly rewarding, engaging, and if anything, it's incentivised me really to expand upon the skills I've acquired and what I've yet to learn regarding content creation and editing. A lot, and the guys have unanimously praised my interviewing skills, so if anything, it's encouraged me to pursue that further and develop those skills further as an interviewer in the future in any field of media that I end up working in. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Maya and I'm a second year psychology and sociology student, and I've just completed the iBroadcast Media Academy. It was honestly one of the most positive and supportive environments I've ever worked in, and not only allowed me to grow in a technological and media sense, but it also allowed me to develop my soft skills and gain professional experience. I learned so much about teamwork, leadership and personality types, and it also allowed me to kind of integrate my personality into a more professional environment, which is something I've always struggled with. It takes a very holistic stance, so it's very applicable to lots of different career paths, and I've honestly met some of the most wonderful people, so I would recommend it to absolutely anyone.
So that's a wrap. That's the end of the Swansea University iBroadcast 2023 in respect of Discovery, the volunteer charity based here at Swansea University. All the guys are in there. They've all done their 15-minute presentations in front of a judging panel and special guests of Aspired to Be, myself, iBroadcast and Swansea University, and they've done a splendid job. Presentations on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn, and the judging panel decided but it was the LinkedIn group that won the day. The competitive element is very, very important. From our point of view at iBroadcast, every student was a winner. Big thank you to everybody that really threw themselves into this project. iBroadcast has been another success. Let's hope we smash another award for this one.